Well, finally some rain. Yeah, a lot of cloudiness. Yes, the rain has picked up a bit more as we've moved through the course of the afternoon. There's the view as we look off to the south and southwest there from Scott Stadium. Let's take a look at Doppler radar over the last few hours. You can see activity moving really from northeast to southwest, all pinwheeling around an area of low pressure that's making its way up toward the Virginia Capes. Some of this rain is very heavy, especially across coastal sections where there are flash flood warnings that continue. Areas in and around Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, those areas have seen anywhere to 3 to 5+ inches of rainfall. Now, obviously, the farther west you go, it tapers off considerably, and areas of the Shenandoah Valley just receiving a little bit of rain at this time. It's had to overcome some drier air, but there is rain, and that's some good news, but the amounts will vary. Of course, the temperature is significantly cooler today. 62 is the current number at the airport. We did hit 73 today prior to some of that steadier rain starting to work in. It's been a little warmer on the western edge of the activity, and of course, west of the mountains, a different story. But the 24-hour temperature change, we're 16 degrees cooler than where we were Monday afternoon. Look at some of these gusts. 48 there in Norfolk, 39 at Wallops Island near Chincoteague. And so, yeah, there's gale warnings along the coast. There's inland flooding that's happening, coastal flooding and the like, and of course flash flood warnings across coastal sections. In general, still looking at 1/4 to 1/2 inch, lesser amounts west of the Blue Ridge. I think closer toward the Route 15 corridor and points east, you may get close to 3/4 of an inch to maybe an inch of rain. That might be on the high side, but any of it certainly welcome. Temperatures tonight pretty much will hang out in the mid to upper 50s. It'll remain breezy, and temperatures tomorrow will still be below average, but come up a bit more, upper 60s to a few low 70s. I think our better chance of rain will be in the morning midday hours and then kind of taper off more so as we head through the latter half of the afternoon. We're back to September sunshine, and temperatures will warm back in the 80s here for Thursday and Friday. Friday will be the warmest day of the week. That's preceding the next cold front that'll come through here dry, but that'll bump the temperatures up into the mid to upper 80s. So this is pretty impressive on both the radar and the satellite imagery of this coastal storm. It's backed in now to the Virginia Capes, and they're the heaviest rain right along the coast, as you can well see. High pressures to the north, so that onshore flow is creating all kinds of marine hazards at this time, and we're just getting some of the rainfall that's working farther inland from the west. Of course, with that wind coming off the waters, you can see the cooling effect along with the rain, with temperatures that are in the 60s here this afternoon, much warmer obviously to the north and west. So here we are this evening and tonight. We're still dealing with bands of rain that'll pivot from northeast to southwest. There we are in the morning, so still a wet go of things. I think as we progress deeper into the afternoon, some of the steadier rain will be off to our east. We'll still have some showers pivoting around that area of low pressure that'll move back out to sea. And then as we move into Thursday, we'll start to see improving conditions. Temperatures in the morning will start in the 50s, afternoon highs by Thursday with the return of some sunshine. We're back in the low 80s, seasonable. Between basically the west coast of Africa and the Windward Islands, this area of low pressure will likely become the next named storm Gabrielle, a high likelihood within the next 2 days, and another tropical wave is coming off the African continent. Plenty of time to watch that as well. Additional showers tonight, breezy, temperatures in the 50s. Still a bit unsettled here for Wednesday, but any of this rain is welcomed, and then we'll see if the sunshine make a return here for the late week. Any of the rain that we receive through the rest of this week will not be included in the Thursday update of the U.S. Drought Monitor, but we certainly need any and all that we can get.
All right, Eric, thank you.